Health Coach Tam, coming at you this evening with some exciting guests tonight. So I am the owner of Revitalize Me LLC. I am a juice musician and I am a health coach. And so our page is called Revitalize Me Transparent Coaching. Revitalize Me presents transparent coaching. So the premise of the page, guys, is to get information out from a real standpoint, like getting information out, talking to other people, talking to our tribe and our circle. And I'm here with some exciting guests. I have Tamara, I have Destinee, and I have Monica. So ladies, I'm going to allow you to introduce yourself. So the topic for tonight is, I was reading an article, and the article was stating that women are more stressed out during this quarantine than men. And it made me laugh because I'm like, you think? Like, really? Like, is that something that we really need to highlight? I think that's a known. So I started thinking about it. So why are we more stressed out? So what I would like for you ladies to do first is just introduce yourself and tell me your particular quarantine situation. Like, for example, my situation is I am married and my husband is still working every day and I'm at home all day with the 6-year-old. So I'm not working outside of the home because of the quarantine, but I'm steady doing my juicing and health coach work from home. So my husband is gone all day. I'm in the house with my 6-year-old all day, and that's my situation. That's my predicament. So I would like for you ladies to introduce yourself and just tell me what your situation has been just going on in the quarantine. What is your personal situation? Monica, would you like to go first? I see your beautiful face on my screen. I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, so my name is Monica. I am 33. I have 2 children. My daughter is 5 years old and my son is 2. I'm single. I'm a single mom. And because of the corona, I am on a temporary furlough, meaning that right now I'm not working. So this is my situation right now.
Okay, sounds good. Tamara, can you go next?
Sure. Tamara Johnson. I am at home with my soon-to-be 7-year-old and my husband, who is a teacher. So we're home together all day.
Right.
Take that how you like. And I currently am in transition to, and meaning that I'm searching for a new role. So yes, we are home enjoying one another.
Okay. Good for you. And Destinee, tell me what's going on in your life, chick. Destinee, are you still with us? Did we lose her?
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can see you.
Okay. I'm Destinee DeWalchase. I am married. I have 5 children, a 13-year-old, a 12-year-old, an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 5-year-old.
That's a lot.
Oh, no, she's 6 now. 7 and 6.
Okay.
So all of them are home. We and my husband, we're both working from home. All the children are in school, so they all have school work to do at home. So we're managing that, plus meals, plus they're still doing their arts classes. So they have music classes that they take, and all their teachers transition to online teaching. So we still have a very full schedule that we still have to manage. Now we've become teachers. Our work life is kind of the same, but now we're teachers.
Right.
So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's a little bit of what's going on over here.
Okay, so this is why I chose you, a particular group of women. You women were handpicked. Like I chose you guys. It wasn't just random who wants to be on the show. I thought about it and said, okay, what would be a good mix? Because everybody, we all have our own unique situations. So I think that's important when you go into a topic, because you want to get a perspective from different angles. So I can't, my situation is different from everyone else's, and so I want to make sure that, you know, we get a wider audience and everybody can be included in the conversation. So I want to know, how are you doing personally? For me, I am, when it first started, I was kind of like in disbelief. I mean, it seemed like I was like in denial, I guess, like they tripping. Like I don't know what's going on. They tripping. But as the weeks steady continue to go by, I'm like, okay, so we really can't go. Like things are closed. Like what is going on? So I've had moments of up. I'm feeling good. I'm doing well. And I had moments of, oh my gosh, what is going on? So I go through these little phases of emotions, feelings, energy. So how are you ladies doing? How are you doing personally, Destinee? How are you?
You know, I am a certified yoga teacher, and so I really have been diving into like meditation, keeping myself centered, teaching my children how to meditate, because there are ways to manage anxiety. So I've really just been taking this opportunity to teach them things that I really don't have time to teach them when things are quote unquote normal.
Right.
So we've been doing a lot of just like journaling, self-investigation, like really getting to know ourselves and falling in love with ourselves, and also being able to learn how to maintain that even when things go back to the way they were, or to whatever remnant that may be.
Yeah.
But it still comes with its challenges, right? Because you have these norms that are still being placed upon you to manage in a very unnormal time.
I love that you said that y'all are like self-exploring and the kids are self-exploring. That's awesome, because that is definitely something I think will continue to carry with them after this. So that's awesome. So what about you, Tamara? How are you feeling? What's going on personally? How are you?
I'm pretty good. Of course, I have my ups and downs. And like you said, in the beginning, this was unbelievable. I was still planning to take a trip to Napa, and I was like, it's all going to be fine. I'm going to hop on this plane. This will be over with soon. Yeah. But that's not the case. Yeah. So I'm doing pretty good, trying to manage getting in some me time. I'm really big on girl time, me time. So trying to step away, take a walk. We bought bikes. Sometimes I'll ride my bike alone. Just trying to get in some me time, because I'm not used to being full-time mom, full-time wife, full-time teacher.
That part. That part.
It's new to me. It's new to me. I'm used to the boys being gone during the day. And so it's an adjustment, but we've made the best of it.
Well, good. Monica, how are you doing personally?
Personally, I'm doing way better than I thought. My family is actually overseas. So when everything started, it was already happening over there. So my family was talking about it, and I took it as a joke. I thought that it was going to stay there, that, you know, it's not going to come our way, but slowly but surely it happened over here. And your lifestyle is like changing, and you can't control it. And just like you said, sometimes I'm in a good mood, sometimes I get a little nervous. But overall, I think it's a good experience. Like, I have time to bond with my kids. I have time to focus more on myself and to relax, you know? So it's a good thing.
Well, good, ladies. So that's good. I'm glad that everybody is at least, for the most part, in good spirits, because I know that there are a lot of people who are really struggling and suffering. So I'm glad that we are all, you know, in pretty much good spirits. I know that we have moments, but the fact that we're able to maintain and keep it going, that's awesome. So getting on this subject of women being more stressed out than men during this quarantine, I want to get y'all's take on this. I want to know why do y'all think that is the case? Why do y'all think that women are more stressed out than men? Or do you think it? Do you think that that's the case? And if so, why? Why do you think it is? Whoever wants to start.
Ooh, I'll start.
Okay. Girl, go ahead, girl.
I don't know if you can see me. I have my hand up like me. I think men are very relaxed about things. I don't think they take things to heart like women do. We're passionate about everything, and we're the caregivers. We're the ones making the plans. We're the ones that's moving and shaking about the house. So for all of that to come to an end, I think it affects us more deeply than it does the spouse or male, period.
Okay, because then I think about it, I'm like, shoot, Chris not stressed out because his life has not changed. He's going to work every day. He's going to work every day. He's coming home, and guess what I'm doing? Freaking cooking 24/7. I get up one more time because one more meal and wash one more dish. I'm over it.
Yeah. So I'm like, and see, he's not leaving. I mean, he's enjoying his time that he normally takes, which he loves going to the grocery store. And you know, he loves to cook, so he's enjoying this. You know, so he's doing all the things that he loves. He loves all this us time. My son loves family time. You know, so they're in hog heaven.
You over there about to pull your eye.
Right, and I'm over here like,
That is so funny. That is so funny. It's so funny because even though Chris is gone all day, Empress wants to be under me all day. And when Chris come home, I'm thinking, okay, she can go about her daddy. She's still like on my hip. I'm like, girl, can you go see the other person that's in this house? You've been with me all day. So that's the part that probably stresses me out the most. This child she's so funny, but yeah, I love her. So what do you think, Monica, Destinee? What do y'all think? Why do you think that they think? Well, they're saying that women are more stressed out. Do you think that's the case?
I think, man, even if they're stressed, they're not supposed to show it.
Okay.
But if they are stressed, I mean, it can be more than we are because, like, everybody can agree on this. Like, women do more, I think, around the house. And right now, it's a time where we spend all our time around the house. So, cooking, cleaning, and everything else. I think women are more stressed than men. I think so.
Because we are doing more of the things that we always have to do.
We are.
Yeah,
yes.
So you always have to do these things, but now it's more because it's just a day in, day out thing. So yeah, I agree. And then like you said, men may not just show it the same way. Men, they don't think they show it the same way. What do you think, Des?
Sorry, something weird happened to where the sound changed. But can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can't see you though.
Yeah, because the sound changed. I don't know what's happening. Like, I can only talk to you through the phone. Like, the speaker feature stopped working. I don't know what happened. Okay. But let's see. Yeah, I don't know. Like someone said while I was trying to fix what was going on. I don't know who said it, but men are, at least Derek is a lot more relaxed than I am. Yes. But then he still tried to put me like on schedules. Like, he'll get up and make whatever he wants to make whenever. But like when it comes dinner time, it's like dinner needs to be ready by this time because the kids need to be in bed by that time. I'm like, well, brother, you didn't make lunch till like 3:00. So I don't have to make dinner right by 7 because the kids ain't even really hungry. So I don't understand why you're trying to put this pressure on me. You'd have no pressure. We didn't eat lunch till 3. The kids didn't get up till 10. Right. But you want to put all this pressure on me. So it's just really interesting how they interpret responsibility. Because I'm like, if we're relaxing, then I'm relaxed too. Don't have me running around like we on some type of rigid schedule, but you taking your time doing whatever you want to do. If we relaxing, everybody relaxing.
And I'm glad you said that. And I'm glad you said that because that's how I feel like everybody chilling, but I don't get to chill. I'm like, Kristen, I just be around here with my feet up all day. I'm like, from the time I get out the bed to the time I get in the bed, I am on my feet continuously. And then he'll have nerve talking about I need to get up at 4:30 then. Well, maybe I should get up at 4:30. I'm like, what? Okay, getting up at 4:30? Nah, because all it's gonna make me do is be on my feet even longer. So from the time I get out the bed to the time I get back in the bed, I don't feel like I've been on any type of break. Like I haven't gotten a break. So I don't know about you girls, but I have not gotten a break for sure. So no, and you can tell I'm gonna have an issue with that. So okay, well good. So what do you think has been your biggest challenges? What has been your biggest challenges? What's your biggest challenges? Des, I'm gonna start with you because you have 5 children and a husband at home. What's your biggest challenge?
I think I fixed it. Can you hear me?
Yes, and I can see you.
Okay. I don't know what just happened. My biggest challenge is managing all the new responsibilities. Sorry. Wait. Whoop. I got a whole bunch going on. Wait a minute.
I see.
Hold on. Oh, go to somebody else.
Okay, come on, somebody else. She got to get her stuff together. So, Monica, what's your biggest challenges?
Just okay, so I live in an apartment and the space is not, I don't have a lot of space. So with my 2 kids being so small, I always have to keep them busy. So yeah, we have the routine where we have to eat, we have to rest, but we do homework, but at some point we still have to go outside. And sometimes we run out of options, and I think that's like the biggest challenge for me right now.
So what's your biggest triumph? Like, what do you think has been the best part about it? I think you might have said that first. What do you think has been the best part, though?
For me, personally, just bonding with my kids, just spending time with them, because I work and then I still have to share my time that I spend with them with their father. So I don't get to see them as much as I want to. So just bonding with my kids and working on myself. Like I really have time to watch a class that I want to. I have time to meditate. I have time to think about the things that I want to do in the future. So I really, really appreciate the time, the free time that I have, and I'm trying to be constructive about it,
Good. That's good. What you think, T? What's your biggest challenge?
My biggest challenge is being teacher.
Okay. About that.
I have 0 patience, which is why I did not apply for the role.
Okay. Sorry for y'all non-teaching mamas. Right.
And my son is very, very clear with that you're supposed to be mom. I don't understand why you're trying to teach me this.
Can't do both. Like, this is too much. I don't know.
Tamela knows my son, and my son has a lot of personality. Yeah. And he does not mind telling you. He's like, I don't understand why you're trying to explain it. We call this
you're not the teacher.
So that's my challenge. Because like I said, my husband is an educator, but he's a music teacher. And he's like, this all you. You got
he's like, I got the extracurricular activity. Right. I got the enrichment part.
Exactly. So he teaches him music and takes him to recess, which means they go outside, and I do all the curriculum stuff. So I'm like, oh my God, okay. So yeah, just being teacher.
So what's your biggest triumph? What has been something that's good that's happening or happened?
I would say just the family time that we've had. We actually sat at my dinner table. I never sit at my dinner table, but we sat at the dinner table one night, and I was like, oh my goodness, maybe we should incorporate doing this one tonight. Okay. But just the things that I'm discovering from being home with each other.
Okay. Okay, Des, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Biggest challenge and your greatest triumph.
I'll say the biggest challenge is just managing all these little people, different grade levels, as well as my work schedule, because I am still working. Not as much as I would be if I was going to the office, but I do still have responsibilities. And so, and then also like we're really incorporating like healthy foods and juicing. So I'm also creating menus and stuff like that. And really, so that is like the biggest challenge. Like I really feel like I'm running a school, like a little tiny private school.
Right, they gotta have lunchtime and snack time and all those times.
Right. Technically, you do have a little school.
Yes, you do.
You do.
Feel like it.
You do.
And so, yeah, just, you know, somehow I became a principal and an administrator.
Oh, Lord.
And I'm
so,
like,
you know what? And I'm thinking like, this could also be a time that you can maybe like bring up like your lower grades. You know, they're younger, but you know, like kind of teach them something new because you're really focusing on your older grades because it's, you know, the older you get in school, the more important it becomes. So,
right.
you know, kind of use it as a time to kind of boost up and, you know, move them a little bit ahead. So that might be fun to see what you can challenge them to do.
Definitely.
So, that might be fun. So what about your triumph? What's your biggest triumph?
I would say my triumph has been my perspective about this entire situation and really controlling my energy and my mind has had the tendency to kind of like go left sometimes. Mm-hmm. But I really am proud of myself that I've really been able to stay in a positive space about everything. And for most of the time, of course, we slip sometimes because of everything that's happening, and you're staying positive and you're like, should I really be more scared? You know, because I'm handling this pretty good. Right. So I would say that's my biggest triumph.
Well, good. I like that. And even for me, like I'll have moments, but for the most part, I have been staying positive. And what keeps me positive is Amaris. Like my daughter, she keeps me positive because I don't want her to see me spazzing out because I don't want her to spazz out. So if it had not been for her, I know that I know my mind can take me to places and have me, you know, in all types of directions. So if I do have moments of just weariness, I kind of just relay it to my husband. You know what I'm saying? When we're in our own private time and just relay it to him and try not to make it a big deal. So because that's important to me to keep her mentally stable because I know it's hard for her and she's the only child. So she's here by herself and you know, it's different when you have someone to play with. So it's just her. And so I have to keep my composure. So even when she have her moments of confusion or anxiety, I have to keep a level head. I'm not fussing, yelling, cussing. I understand that right now is just not a good time. So I think that's one of my biggest triumphs and challenges. Running out of menu options, like you were saying, like what else is there to cook? Like we're vegan, vegetarian. Like what else are we gonna cook? Like I ate so many beans. Like what else am I? What else am I gonna cook? So that's probably my biggest challenge is constantly cooking. Because I cook for dinner, then my husband takes food to work, and it's just like a nonstop. So other than that, then it's pretty good. Okay, ladies. How are you practicing self-care? So I know that we're going through this and we all should be, even in a regular time, even before this, you should have been doing something for yourself on a regular basis. So during this time when you really can't separate from your family, how are you practicing self-care? Like, what are you doing to take care of yourself? I'll start with you, Des.
So I'm doing more yoga and making sure I'm exercising, like getting some cardio in. I bought my husband bought me a bass guitar, because I said I wanted to learn the bass. So I've been taking some little online classes through Fender Play because they were offering like 3 months free. Okay. If you have like an acoustic or electric guitar or bass, where you can like learn like the basics. So I've been doing that and really just spending time with my kids and my family.
Okay. So Tam, how are you practicing self-care? What are you doing just specifically for yourself?
Before this started, I was a member at Orange Theory Fitness. So they send home videos for you to work out. So I try to do those, take a long walk. Our park has still been open as far as the track, except for the Easter weekend. I did a 10-day challenge, a 10-day cleanse with a group that I work with.
Okay.
And that's about it. Just trying to, like I said in the beginning, I always try to find some me time because I'm used to that. And
Yeah.
taking me out of that space kind of throws me off. So I definitely try to find some me time.
Okay. Monica, what are you doing for self-care?
Self-care, you know, they say when you can't go outside, you have to go within. So I'm trying to work more on my spirit, meaning that I meditate, I pray more. I try to visualize what I want to do in the future. I'm thinking about ways on how I can become a better mother, a better person. So my mind is all over the place. I'm thinking a lot. Also, I go for long walks. I like to watch my YouTube videos on different topics. So basically, it's a lot about learning and still being active, still being outside, you know, in the park, in a garden, you know, I have to keep moving. So that's what I've been doing for myself. I still do my hair. I still do my makeup sometimes. I still take my long bath with Epsom salt, you know, like I'm trying to pamper myself. Why not?
Good. And so for me, I've been doing more exercising. So that has caused me to relieve a lot of stress. So exercising, meditating, and just trying to breathe. And I really got to start getting into essential oils. So inhaling oils and just trying to, like you say, just pamper myself. So good. Good. I'm glad you girls are doing things to take care of yourself.
Another thing I was going to mention too, Tamela.
Okay.
I noticed I feel different. Like my body, my mind, everything feels different if I don't go outside. I have to soak in some sun. I have to have, well, what we consider fresh air. I have to. Because if I miss a day, just even going to sit on my porch, I can feel the difference. My mind tends to wander. My whole being just gets sad.
Wow.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, even if you just step outside, it makes a big difference.
Wow.
I feel exactly like her. Like I have to be outside for at least 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's what they say, that being outside boosts your mood. Nature boosts your mood, period.
Yes.
So nature's a good way. That's awesome. That's awesome. Because I know a lot of people are spending, well, what I've seen on social media, people are doing a lot of television watching, which is okay, but you cannot spend your whole day watching Netflix, and it will mess you up. It really will mess you up mentally. You have to get out and move away from any type of screen time. You know, you have to like just put it down and just take some deep breaths in the fresh air that we have, the air that's provided for us without your mask on. So now they're talking about opening back up. They're talking about opening back up and, you know, going back to normal. But for me personally, I'm not eager to run out and see what's out there. Like, I'm not eager to run out and go do all these things that I would normally do. I just don't feel comfortable because I really don't understand how it can go from being bad to good and on a date. Like, on this day, it's going to be okay. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So what I want to know from you ladies is when do you personally feel like you're going to resume business as usual? Like, when do you think you're going to resume business, and how is that going to look for you? How is that going to look for you? Tam, I'll start with you.
I honestly don't know. I don't feel comfortable with this early date that we've been given, but I also don't know when I myself will feel comfortable for my family to start just doing what we consider normal. I don't know. Like I said, I'm in transition right now, meaning that I'm searching for a new role and thinking, okay, if I do get hired in the next couple of weeks, and I'm sure they're working remotely, when am I going to feel comfortable enough to say, yes, I can come to your office? because right now I simply don't think that it's safe. I think we're jumping in the deep end, and it's all gonna just sink.
Okay,
I'm not
because
comfortable with it
it
at all.
just doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know. And I know it's a lot about financials, the big wigs. They want to get their
Yeah.
company rolling, but to me, I don't like it. What do
Yeah.
you think, Des? When do you think? I know she's in California, so it's a little bit different for them. What's y'all's date? Have they started opening things up in California, Des?
No, they haven't. Well, I mean, Orange County opened up their beaches. It was supposed to be only for Orange County residents, but over the weekend, of course, more than Orange County residents were there.
Right.
So I'm not sure what they're gonna do, or if like they're gonna decide to make them close it back, or I'm not sure. But as far as like stores have still been open, but they make you like wear your mask and gloves and stuff in there. But restaurants are still closed. Parks are still closed outside of the tracks and stuff like that. Like you can walk, but like the playground equipment is still all tied off.
Mm-hmm.
So there hasn't been any talk of opening up until like May 15th, but that's like a tentative date. And they're still trying to decide like what they're gonna open first. Like they're slowly coming up with a plan to like open up things.
So when they open up, what is your plan for you and your family? Like, what do you plan on doing? Is it just like let's go, or is it like let me see?
I'm a hyper observer. I've been that way since I was a little kid. So like I'm gonna sit back and watch. This whole situation has been surreal, and I do not feel like we're getting all of the information. And so even with this whole let's open back up, I still feel the same way. So I am going to kind of like just watch and see what's happening, and then compare that to what's being said, and then make a decision from there.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have any plans of just like thrusting my family out there. Like, all right, they said it's fine, let's go.
Right.
I am going to be observant for a while.
Okay, because you definitely have a lot of little people's lives in your hand. Like you have a lot on the line to lose. So yeah, that's important. What do you think, Monica? What do you think? What are your thoughts about going back to business as usual?
I don't think it's gonna be anytime soon. So I already thought about it for the next year. We are gonna spend a lot of time in nature. If the beach is gonna open, we're gonna go to the beach, but we're gonna still keep the distance. And just take it day by day. But I'm not in no rush to go to a beauty shop. I'm not in no rush to go to a restaurant. I don't really miss that lifestyle. So
What are you doing?
I think we're gonna concentrate more on parks and just being in the nature, I think. As far as going outside. Work wise, of course we have to go back to work, but I don't think things are gonna go back to normal. I think people are gonna transition to a different lifestyle. And it's gonna hurt everybody because we're not gonna be able to hug and kiss and be, touchy. I'm a touchy person, I'll come and give you a hug, I'll give you a kiss. So everything has to change. But yeah. I think that it's gonna be like this for at least 1 year. Yeah.
So I was thinking about like the restaurants to me, and just anybody can just chime in on this. Like, what do y'all feel about people still going out to rest, like picking up food? Like, we don't know, or the medical conditions of the people who are cooking the food in the restaurants. Like, what do y'all think? Have y'all been still like getting takeout and going to get food and getting deliveries? Like, to me, that doesn't seem very safe. Like, what do y'all think about that? I know sometimes you get tired of cooking and you want to go get something, but what do y'all's take on getting food from a restaurant right now?
I'm nervous. I mean, we have a few times, but I definitely wouldn't go get anything cold.
Okay.
But even warm food, I'm nervous about it because you don't know a person's habits, their personal hygiene, what they're enforcing in that kitchen. you never know when you go eat any other time. Just think of, right now when it's very serious for you to be clean.
Right. Yeah, because that's how I feel. I'm like, okay, because I've worked in the kitchen before for one, and then I've seen kitchens like a pizza place or a Subway, and you like, hold on, that ain't look right.
Right.
So that concerns me. We've had pizza twice, and it was just like at the point where I'm like, you know what, I cannot do this. Like, let's order this cheese pizza and keep it moving because I cannot do it today. So we had pizza twice. So yeah, but I'm not. It really does scare me. What do you think, Des? Have y'all eaten out at all? Have y'all had anything out?
Yeah, we've been really taking the time to kind of like support some of the Black businesses. And so like we have a lot of like Black food trucks that we've been going to every now and then. Of course, most of the cooking is coming from me because I'm about like building the immune system and all that stuff. So I've been making a lot of stews and vegetables and stuff like that. But every now and then, like Derek is our family in general, but he's really kind of like the sergeant in arms of this as far as like supporting Black businesses. So he picks like a Black cafe or a Black food truck or Black restaurant to support during this time because the businesses are getting hit so hard.
Yeah.
And out here in California, we had like last year and the year before, we had a lot of small Black businesses that opened up.
Mm-hmm.
And so we're really just trying to support the best way that we can. So yeah, like just kind of getting stuff that I don't cook. Like we had Ethiopian food a couple of days ago. I don't know how to cook it, but I love it. And so he went and got some little small mom and pop shop that's still open, and that's like their main form of income.
Yeah.
So, we've been trying, but it is hard. And of course, that's always in the back of your mind. Like,
Right. Like I'm looking like, are they wearing masks? Are they wearing up? Like when I first called for the pizza, we wouldn't have picked it up, but I wanted to know, like, what steps are you guys taking? I asked, like, what precautions are you guys taking during this time? What's different? And he kind of hesitated to say, but I feel like as a consumer, I have the right to ask you, what are you doing to protect me and my family during this time? Like, I need to know. And he finally spouted off a couple of things, yada, 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 but I just feel like I wanted to ask. Like, you need to be able to tell me something. You can't just be like, oh, it's business as usual, because no, it's not. It's not. So, ladies, I really appreciate having you girls. This was fun. This was very interesting. I didn't know how it was gonna go. This is the first episode of Revitalizing Moments. And Revitalizing Moments is just an extension of Revitalize Me. And it's just moments to where we can just come together, express ourselves about different topics. Kind of like the Red Table Talk, but yeah, that's what we are. So finally, ladies, I wanted to know if you have any last minute comments, concerns, any shout outs, anything you want to promote for yourself. This is the time to do it. I'm leaving the floor open. Whoever wants to go first.
I'll go first. Simply Destinee Unique. I am a certified yoga teacher. I am still doing virtual yoga classes. You can follow me on Instagram and YouTube at Simply Destinee Unique. Destinee is spelled with 2 E's, so DESTINEE. And I'm teaching virtually at The Tree, South LA. So they have a whole virtual schedule that you can look at on their website, and you can follow them on YouTube as well.
Sounds good. Any other last remarks? Just
nothing from me. Just take care of yourselves, ladies. Make sure you get your rest, moisturize.
Stay moisturized. Good. Again, I want to thank you ladies for being my guests. This will be on our YouTube channel. I'm just happy to have you. You were handpicked. I really love and appreciate this group of women. One of you guys have added something into my life at some point. So I appreciate it, your time. I'm gonna let you go to be free with your families. Hey, Mo.
I'm sorry.
I was asking, do you have any closing remarks? Is there anything you want to say? Just any closing remarks that you have?
I just hope that everybody stays positive, and every time you feel like everything is a mess and you feel down, just think about 3 things that you're grateful for. This is what I practice every time I feel down. I say, okay, I'm grateful for this, this, and this, and my spirit just goes up. And I hope that everybody can adjust, and I hope everybody can be happy.
Good. All right, ladies, without further ado, I appreciate you. Be looking for this episode on my YouTube channel, Revitalize Me presents what is it? Revitalize Me presents transparent coaching. Look at me getting stuck. Transparent coaching. So this will be our first episode. I love you, ladies. Y'all have a good evening, and have a good week next week.
You too.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye. Bye. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.
It was a pleasure speaking with you ladies today in reference to this topic. So for me, the takeaway is that we are all under some form of stress, but we're all handling it very differently, and I would say beautifully. One thing that I would suggest that we can do is take the time at the end of the day to just journal your day. Journal your thoughts, like do a brain dump. What are you thinking? What are you focused on? That would help you get your mind wrapped around where you're going, the goals that you want to achieve, and just the direction that you want to go overall. So take the time, sit down, journal. Was it a good day? Was it a bad day? Your regrets, your accomplishments. And when you do that, it just allows your mind to take you to a place where you want to go up, you want to go higher. Because once you start seeing your thoughts, seeing your actions, seeing your day on paper, it helps you to reevaluate how you're spending your time. I appreciate you, beautiful ladies. This has been a wonderful, wonderful first episode, and I cannot wait to the next one. Thank you.